Hey guys, Jeff here from New Zealand. I haven't taken a YouTube video before, but I've got so much help from some of the stuff you guys have posted, and I thought that my experience might be helpful to some of you. I'm going to be covering off, I got a 2004 Dodge Ram, the 2500 with the 5.9 litre diesel, and I've been having some transmission issues, and I've done pretty much everything you can imagine. So I'll show you the truck as I talk. So the transmission is just the standard 48RE, and basically I was having trouble. It was holding on to first gear, so it had revved to red line about 3000 RPM or 2800 RPM. Wouldn't grab second, so I'd back off the throttle. And then it'd take second gear, and then I had to ease the throttle down real easy to try and get it to hold, otherwise it'd kick back to first. So that was the first trouble I had, and I did lots of research, did lots of YouTube videos, all that stuff, and basically the solution was to drop the pan and replace the governor and the pressure solenoid and the wiring. So did all of that, put a Borg Warner solenoid in, pressure solenoid in, did the transducer and all that stuff, and it kind of was a little better, but it didn't fix it, to be honest. So then I thought, oh, maybe the valve body's the problem, so took the valve body out and we put in a Transgo shifting plates in the valve body, and that made a little bit of improvement, but not a lot. Then replaced the speed sensor, and that seemed to, like, yeehaw, it's all fixed. And then next time I started up, it wasn't. And then instead of not changing from first to second, all of a sudden it started going from third to fourth. It started going into just nowhere. So I had no gears at all, and then it just would smoke up the transmission. And so once again, we pulled all the stuff off. I put the GM conversion for the solenoid into the pressure solenoid into the transmission, thinking that maybe my initial Borg Warner had not gone well, and that didn't do anything at all. And then eventually it got to the stage where it wouldn't even leave first gear, so it was just nothing could get it to move. So I removed the transmission relay out of the fuse box, and that sticks it in third, got it out to work, put it here, and sat it here for a while. So all of these things just drove me to what's going on with my transmission. Looked at lots of transmission options, and talked to some people. Because I'm in New Zealand, Dodge Rams of this year, and that there are not that many of them here. Not lots of people know much about them. So I was kind of stuck with who knows. And I see you guys in the US, like a lot of times you take it to a transmission specialist or the Dodge guys, and you sort of roll it out of the workshop, and then a few miles up the road you got the same problems I've had. So I thought, oh well, I'll after watching lots of YouTube videos and all those things, the guys at Power Driven Diesel had some cool stuff on there, and so I thought, oh well, I'll go and just go ahead and buy a new transmission. So they also had a W horsepower type of, here's Dylan, the mechanic that's been doing all the work. He's a top guy. So we just got, it's like Christmas, finally, after ordering all the stuff from the guys at Power Driven Diesel, new transmission that can handle a 650 horsepower output. I watched a W horsepower episode they had on YouTube there and was a little bit inspired. So AirDog lift pump. What do we got? We got some oil over there. The torque converter. We got some new head bolts, valve springs, push rods. I've already got a K&N just in there, and then already got the Smarty up there that's plugged in. So sort of got all the gear now that can handle a W horsepower, and I just thought, seeing I was going to have to do something with the trans, I'll upgrade. So a bit of cost, but hopefully get the truck up to about 560 horsepower. Some neat shiny toys, so that's cool. So I got to thinking as we were going through all the transmission issues that what happens if actually the transmission's not really the problem. So we went through the wiring, the earths, replaced batteries. Just before the transmission got here, I thought, well, I'll try and eliminate all the other things because I could plug a brand new transmission in and then still have the same problems. So yeah, we found that one of the earths wasn't going that well. So re-earthed that, and then it looked like it fixed it, and then it didn't. So that wasn't the problem. So now I'm down to the fact that I could put this new transmission in and it not be fixed at all. So on the way, I got a on this particular model. It's the 04, and in the 03 they had the transmission control module was separate from the engine control module, but apparently in the 04 it's all in one. It's all in the Cummins engine control module on the block. So I've got a new one of those coming that's coded to the VIN of my truck, in the hope that if I put all this good gear in and get everything going and I still have the same problems, that at least I'll eliminate it. I guess for you guys in the US, you probably go down the road and someone will be able to sort of put something in and test it and then find and eliminate those. But because we don't have lots of parts back here in New Zealand, a little more difficult. So maybe I spend a little more money than I have to, but net result should be a good output for the truck. Anyway, that's my experience. I'll update you on what the results are once I've got this new trans in. And then hopefully it'll help some of you guys that have got the same types of issues to be able to eliminate them more easily. Cheers.